Hey guys. So today, as I was leaving work, I was allegedly, and I say allegedly because I didn't hear it, it was said to my coworkers, but I was allegedly called a nigger woman. We just where do I start? So we have this crazy patron who I don't know if he's crazy. I think all of the people who come to my job are crazy. But we had this patron who a couple of weeks ago we had issues with because him and his friend were watching porn and they didn't want to listen to our guard when he said turn off the porn in this public space where there are children running around. But I digress. So today I overheard my guard and this guy having words back and forth about God knows what. I was busy doing something else. It didn't seem like it was bothering anybody, so I let it go. But then my guard started talking to himself about it. So I was like, what's wrong? And he told me. Whatever. So we make these announcements at my job when we're closing. It's a 20-minute announcement, it's a 10-minute announcement, it's a 5, a 3, a 2. So it's this location will be closing in 20 minutes. Restrooms will be closing in 10 minutes, and such and such and such. And then once we get to that 10-minute mark, restrooms are now closed. This location is closing in 10 minutes. Please start gathering your belongings. We make the same announcement every single night. Without fail, we don't leave the script. If we happen to miss the 20-minute mark, then we do it at the 15-minute mark. In any case, we make the same announcement every single night. And this gentleman has heard the same announcement every time he's been in our location. So today, he decided that he wanted to use the restroom. It was a public restroom after the restroom was closed. Mind you, we made the announcement twice that the restroom was closing. Why you decided that you wanted to take your time and do whatever you were doing is beyond me. But now that the restroom's closed, you're not getting in the restroom. So I happened to come out of our staff room, going into our restroom, and the guy was like, open the door. So I told my guard, the bathroom is closed for the night. He's not getting in. He heard the announcements. That's the end. So I guess he got upset with me for whatever reason. And as he exited, according to what I was told, he called me a nigger woman. So my staff relayed the message to me, and you could tell that they were a little bit bothered. I wasn't bothered by it. I actually thought it would make a good blog post, hence the blog post. Um, but for me, it was just like I'm not offended by things like that because one, I'm not a nigger woman. Nigger does not mean black. It just shows that you're ignorant. And if that's how you choose to represent yourself, then that's on you. You're not going to bring me down. I'm a black woman. I'm a strong black woman. I am many things, but a nigger is not one of them. And for you, as a black man, because this was a black man who called me out of my name apparently, for you to say that because you're upset that you couldn't do what you wanted to do at the time that you wanted to do it, is ludicrous. It shows that you're ignorant. It doesn't bring me down. It brings you down. It doesn't bring us down as a people. It brings you down as a human being. I don't know. I don't understand why people get so upset when things like this happen. It's just like a reflection of that person's ignorance. And I get it. Like people all upset because of what today stands for, what have you. But that don't got nothing to do with me. Don't call me out of my name. And if you're gonna call me out of my name, say it to me. Don't say it 5 minutes after I done left their presence or when you walking out the door. If you have an issue with me, then say it to me. I'm not gonna cry. I don't fear you. It is what it is. You don't like me. That's something that you gotta deal with. I ain't did nothing to that man but enforce my job's rules. Whether he wants to take that with him or not is totally on him, but you will not bring me down to your level of ignorance. It's too much going on in this day and age for me to care about stupid things like this, but it was just things that were building up today. Like, for example, I had an open mic at my job today and it was very successful. Very proud of myself. So yay. Yay me. But this guy, just a little backstory on my open mic. Pretty much anything goes, but we do ask, and it's just like an unwritten rule. If you know that your joke or your song or your poem or your skit is gonna be offensive to someone in a room, do us all a favor and don't say it. This guy who participated did not get the memo. He was an Asian guy. When he walked in the room, he was talking to himself in the corner, so I just kept giving him the side eye because it was really weird. Then he got up to do his little routine. He was a comedian. So he gets up and he forewarns us. He says, my joke is gonna offend, it's a little offensive. It's gonna offend someone. So I'm just like, all right, I assumed, and that was naive of me to assume, but I assumed that it was just offensive language. I didn't think that he would offend the 6 other people in the room, 5 of which were all black women. So once he finished his joke, I stopped him. We're not gonna do this. I'm all for freedom of speech and you doing what you need to do to get your point across. But what you're saying is offensive, not just to a culture, but to the women who are sitting in this room. And the gentleman who's sitting over here, who's been nothing but humble and kind to everyone in here. So once he was done with his poem, he was like, well, his joke. I asked him if he had anything else he'd like to say. He was like, yeah, I have some other jokes. And they're not offensive. And then he looked at his little notebook. No, they all are really offensive. So he sat down and I explained to him, I'm all for freedom of speech, but I do ask that you don't offend people here, and you're clearly out to offend someone. And I understand that when you're a comedian, a lot of jokes, a lot of the funniest jokes are offensive, but this was just degrading. It was disgusting. It was disrespectful. And it's just like, where are we? Like, why is it so hard to be, not even to be, why is it so hard to have common sense in this day and age? Is it really that hard? Like, I hate people. I really do. But other than that, I had a really good day. Today was a happy day. I can speak again. Work wasn't crazy. My feet are killing me. My niece is making weird faces in the corner, but you know, that's neither here nor there. Today was a good day. So, just to reiterate, yes, I am a woman. I'm a strong woman. I'm a black woman. I'm a talented woman. And no one's ever going to take that away from me. And no one's ignorance shall ever take that away from me. Are you recording me right now? She makes me nervous when she's in the corner. I'm sure she'll be in the next video talking about something. In any case, guys, be happy, be merry.